What's going on, everybody? David here. Today we're talking travel rewards credit cards. But first off, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon so you can get future updates on my videos. Okay, so in the last couple of months, we saw the American Express Gold release or re-release their card and made some improvements. We've seen the City Prestige card make some improvements on their card. There's some pros and cons with that card, but they've made some changes. And now we're looking at Capital One. In Capital One, they're making some changes to their Venture card as well as their Spark card. And so I want to take a look at some of the changes that they're making. So I'm using the Points Guy website, and this was posted on the 13th. And basically, the first real big thing is they're now offering 75,000 bonus points after spending $5,000 within the first 3 months, and that will be on the Venture card. Now the Spark card, and this is a business card, so this is not, it's not for most people. If you don't have a business, you're not going to be able to use this card. But if you do spend $50,000, if you have a business, you spend $50,000 within the first 6 months, you're going to get 200,000 bonus points, which is unheard of. It's crazy. So most of what I talk about today is going to be the Venture card, because most people are going to probably get that card because it's a personal card. So looking at some of the benefits here, you're going to get 10 times points if you're booking your hotel stays at hotels.com, which is excellent. Hotels.com is a really good resource if you want to book hotels. Now, I like to commit to one hotel chain like Hyatt. I like to commit to Hyatt. But lately I've been staying at like Airbnbs, and I really enjoy staying at Airbnbs. And in the past, I've used hotels.com. I don't use them anymore. But if I had the card, I would use them because you get 10 points for every dollar spent, which is amazing. So just something to think about when it comes to that. You also get the TSA pre-check credit, and you'll get that every 5 years. So that is good. But the best part about their upgrade or their change here is the fact that they're now allowing airline transfer partners. I won't say now. Actually, in December, they will be allowing you to transfer points to these different airlines, which is something that Capital One has never done in the past. So this is really good. So this really puts them in the market now. So now you have the City card, City Premier card, you have the Chase Sapphire Preferred, you have the American Express Gold and the American Express Platinum. So you now have Capital One in there with the transfer partners, so that you're able to transfer your points to all these different airlines. And when it comes to points, and this is something that I think I should mention, you don't see any U.S. carriers on here. But when I fly within the U.S., I generally just pay for my ticket. I usually don't use points to fly within the U.S. The first reason is most of the flights aren't very long. So unless I'm flying from L.A. to New York, that's probably going to be the longest flight, 6 hours or so. But for the most part, the flights aren't that long. So if I'm flying over a couple of states, I'm not going to want to fly business class. I would want to fly business class, but I don't need to fly business class. So I like to save my points up for overseas travel. So Europe, Asia, that's where I want to use my points, because that's where I want to fly business class or first class, because that's the full first class experience if you're flying overseas, as well as those flights are long. 10-hour flights, 12-hour flights. I want to fly business class if I can, or first class if I can, when I'm flying overseas. So I save my points for flights like that. So this is right down my alley because they are all foreign airline carriers. So I can really maximize my points and fly to different places. So let's look at some of the airlines. We have Aeromexico, Air Canada, Air France. So Air Canada, Air France, the KLM Flying Blue. These two right here are really good. Avianca is another one that I like. You have Cathay Pacific, Etihad, EVA, Finnair. You have Hainan Air, which I've flown on Hainan Air before. I really had a good experience with Hainan Air, flying Hainan Air. So you have these different airlines, and now you can transfer them with Capital One, which is amazing because you couldn't do that in the past. So they're really stepping up their game when it comes to this. Now, the way the Venture card works is basically you get 2 points for every dollar spent, and that's across the board. So you don't have to worry about the categories. You don't have to think about anything. Just use the card. You're going to get 2 points for every dollar spent. Now, when you transfer your points, when you go to transfer your points to these airline partners, you're not going to get two. You're not going to get 1 for 1. So if I transfer 2 points, I'm not going to get 2 points transferred to Cathay Pacific. It doesn't work that way. So if I transfer 2 points, I'm going to get 1.5 points at Cathay Pacific or wherever I transfer the points. So you are losing a little bit when you do the transfer. However, the way you need to think about it, and the way that I think about it, is like this. I usually use transfer partners. I usually don't use the portals. So I don't use like a travel portal. So Chase, the Ultimate Rewards program, they have a travel portal. You can use the travel portal, use your points with the travel portal. I don't do that because to get the most out of your points, it's better to transfer directly to the airline and then use those points to book your travel. So this is the method that I would use. However, the way you have to look at it now, because you're losing a little bit, you're only going to get 1.5 points. Just look at it like this. When I use my Venture card, it's just like using the Chase Sapphire or the Chase Freedom Unlimited card. You get 1.5 on everything across the board. So it's kind of that same setup. That's the way you have to think about it. You're going to get 1.5 points. You're not really getting 2 points for every dollar spent. So that's the way I look at that. And I'm excited. I'm excited that we now have, and I talked about this in previous videos, we now have American Express making a move. You have Citi making a move. You have Capital One making a move. Chase, are you going to make a move? And I'm hoping they do because, like I said, my ecosystem is Chase right now. I have pretty much all Chase cards. I only have, I think, 1 card that's a Citi card, and that's the American Airlines, the Advantage card. So we'll see. We'll have to see what happens. Do you think, and that's my question to you guys, do you think that Chase needs to make any moves, or do you think that their cards are still superior and there's nothing that needs to be done? I do know, or I do feel that the Capital One Venture card now is better set when it comes to comparing to the Chase Sapphire Preferred. It's increased, and now it's at that same level, if not better. I mean, it does offer some pretty good perks. The 10 times points on hotels.com is really something that's good. So I'd love to know what you guys think, so please post in the comments below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.